Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday morning. It's Stephen Whiteside here from the uptrend.com. In the pre-market this morning, stock index futures are currently above fair value. We've got a couple of stocks that are pulling the NASDAQ higher on Wednesday morning. Gold continues to move higher, a little pullback in crude oil this morning, and a little buying in Bitcoin on Wednesday morning. No major economic numbers coming out in the pre-market this morning. We do have some numbers later in the day, but not enough to disturb the pre-market activity. Now, the reason that the NASDAQ futures are up this morning is because of two stocks, Apple and Google. Apple's on a buy signal right now, saw a pullback yesterday into the channel. This morning, it's trading up at our next price target of 237.50, trading right around that right now in the pre-market. In Toronto, our next target is 34.38. Now, the big reason that the market is up on Wednesday morning is because of Google. Google is up just under 6% at the moment, trading up at our next price target of 225. Last time I checked, we were trading just below that level. Next target on the TSX is 35.94. Now, looking at the VIX popped yesterday across the board. Normally, I would get overly excited about this, but as we've talked about, there isn't much room for the VIX to go down from here. And so any, initial pop, whether it's in the S&P, the NASDAQ, or the Russell 2000, we're going to wave that off and watch for a breakout above the flypaper channel. Now, yesterday, the NASDAQ VIX did trade above it, but came back down going into the close. And so we haven't broken out above the flypaper channel just yet. We popped through it, but haven't broken away from it. And then we've got the Russell 2000 VIX still in the flypaper channel, so no change there. Now, the VIX ETFs, they did have a positive day yesterday, but not enough to give us buy signals. In New York, we're looking for a close above 37.91 on Wednesday. And in Toronto, we're looking for a close above 660 to give us a buy signal on Wednesday. Now, what's working right now is the price of gold making a new high on Tuesday. It continues to move higher on Wednesday. Coming into Tuesday's trading action, there was our next price target. There's where we ended the day. And so you can see our next price target to the upside is 37.50. Platinum was up nicely yesterday as well, and the price of silver continued to move higher, heading towards 42.18, which is our next target. We almost hit that yesterday. And then you can see above that is 43.75. There's the gold miners in the U.S. on the TSX. There's the junior gold miners up 3.64% yesterday. And then we had the silver miners up 2.91%, and the juniors up 3.25%. So everybody in the mining sector was very happy on Tuesday. Looking at the energy sector, we had crude oil higher yesterday. It's pulling back $1 and change this morning, but that's not going to change the trend. The price of natural gas was up again yesterday, so we're on a buy signal right now, trying to get over 313. If we can do that, then 352, 391 come into play. As you can see, even though we've had a couple of days here on a buy signal, the pros still have not taken control. And so hopefully that'll happen today or tomorrow. If it doesn't happen, then we know that this trade is going to quickly come to an end. Looking at the energy stocks on the TSX, we were up yesterday just under 1%. In the US, we were up ever so slightly, making a new high for this particular move. And we're stuck here at 90.63. If we can take that out, then 93.75 comes into play. Let's finish off this morning's presentation taking a look at some of the major index ETFs, starting off with the iShares for the TSX 60, up just 3 cents on Monday. A lot of downward pressure from the U.S. market, but the TSX actually closed higher on the day. The big winner was Agnico Eagle, up 2.82%. And Gilead, the second day of a sell signal there, was the big loser. Then looking at the Vanguard Canada ETF, making a new closing high there, up 4 cents on the day. The big winner was Torex. The big loser on the day was Capstone, closing in the channel. So a close below $9.32 would give us a sell signal on Wednesday. There's the Dow Diamonds trading down into the channel. Looking for a close on Wednesday below $450.92. The big winner was Merck, trading up to the upper channel line there. We need a close above 85.39 to give us a buy signal. We closed at 85.48. So you may want to let that one sit and see if it closes above the upper channel line again on Wednesday. Nike was the big loser, back on a sell signal. Nike was trying to break out above the top of our projected trading range, tried several times, and unfortunately couldn't do it. So let's call that a double top. And we'll be looking to see if it can hold 71.88. If it does not, then that's probably a negative sign that we're going to go down and fill that gap down at the 62.50 level. Then looking at the S&P 500, we're still on a buy signal here, closing right at the lower channel line. Then we've got the equal weighted S&P 500 closing in the channel, so no change there. Now, the big winner on the day was a complete reversal of Friday's trading action. So a couple of very volatile days there. Obviously, the company not really communicating well with the investing public. The big loser on the day was Kraft Heinz, and that stock has been in a funk for a long time now. This is a monthly chart of Kraft Heinz, and you can see we're trading back at levels we haven't seen since 2019, 2020. That's not a good sign there. They need to make some huge changes. Now, looking at the NASDAQ 100, after putting in a lower high on Thursday, we're now back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close, looking to see if we can hold the recent low. And so that low doesn't look like it's going to be challenged on Wednesday. We also have the equal weighted NASDAQ back on a sell signal, while the next generation NASDAQ is still looking for a close below $34.23. Now, Vertex was the big winner on the day, and obviously this stock has been in a lot of pain for a while now. It is back on a buy signal as of Tuesday's close. The big loser on the day was Bookings, and is back on a sell signal as of Tuesday's close. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we're going to see some buying in the NASDAQ on Wednesday morning, which is enough to hold the rest of the market up. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Thursday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theuptrend.com.